Why hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is The Bad Batch, Season 3, the final season, spoiler review. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, so as I just mentioned, this is a spoiler review for Season 3, final season of The Bad Batch, and my god, what a ride this has been. You may or may not know, be sure to click those cards up there. I have many cards of, like, Season 1 and Season 2, Part 2. Like, I didn't do a full spoiler review for Bad Batch Season 2. What I did was that I did a vlog. But this is my It's my spoiler review for Season 3. I think when they show... Let me give you a bit of background on where I stand with Bad Batch, right? So, Season 1 came out. I loved it. I love the hour and 50-minute episode that they came out with. Hour and 30, hour and 50... Hour and some minutes. And then they have their regular, Clone War length episodes. 25 minutes. And then Season 2 comes out, and the finale was awful. But before that, though, they do this weird episode. Like they do these weird. They did these weird episodes, like these side quests, kind of like Mandalorian in a way. Like it was like, now let's go do this pod racing episode with Ben Schwartz as one of the droids. Like, okay, I like the voice actor. Don't get me wrong, but then you bring in. And then you have Tech Die, and you have Sid, who's the worst Star Wars character, and the finale was awful. And better yet, let me just jump right into Season 3, because I feel like that's the best part to do. I don't have any notes today, I'm just looking at the episodes. But I feel like that this season, the show overall, has just been, Omega's been captured, and we have to get her back. Like, that's basically the entire show. And it kind of frustrates me because, in a way, I love the Clone Wars. I like this animation a lot. And after Season 2 of Bad Batch aired, I then binge-watched all 4 seasons of Rebels and thought that was awesome because they actually had a story narrative to tell in Star Wars. But this, at the end of the day, and I'm gonna talk about, like, again, I'm gonna get into spoilers and how I feel about the end of the show. I thought the end of the show was fine, but I'm still asking myself, what was the point of this show? Because I watched for I don't know how long, since 2020? Or when did Clone Wars end? Since like 2021 I've been watching the show. 3 or so years I've been watching the show and have no idea what the point of the show was. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little irritated. But, like, I understand that there was some... that they tried to dive deep into the end count and the whole Jedi... Omega might have Jedi powers. And she's trying to train for that in this season. They have a little bit more focused narrative this season. I really did like that. And the thing that I thought was neat was that her and Crosshair were trying to escape the prison. Like that relation. I like that, bond. And then the Bad Batch finally group up. Omega, Echo, Tech, Hunter. Not Tech. Sorry, he's done. Hunter, Wrecker, Echo, Crosshair, and Omega all group up in, like, episode 5. I was like, yeah, great. And then she's captured again later. I'm like, this show irritates me. And then, like, but I like that. But it's just like the M count thing. They're trying to figure this out. And Asajj Ventress comes back for 1 episode, never to be explained why she's back. That's kind of frustrating in and of itself. And there's just lots of these, like, episodes, like. And then they have to leave their home. I don't know. It's a lot of it's exciting, and half of it I love the action, but half of it's in the dark, and I can see some of it, but half of it's like, can you brighten this up a little bit? All of it's in the dark. I don't know. I think Clone Wars had better lighting techniques, had better lighting situations. I don't know. That's just me. I try to be in the show. And by the way, I said last time, I actually watched my previous Bad Batch video while, prior to this recording, just to see my own rant. And I was like, I actually said that I was not going to watch Season 3. But I watched Season 3 because I heard, okay, it's the final season. Same thing with High School Musical the series, so I was like, whatever. The other thing I do like in this series. Oh, there's another thing I have to get into my before I get into another thing I kind of like. There is something, and like the first 3 episodes I think of the series released together, and episode 3, Nala Se, who's like the weird, like the one of the long neck lady, who's not head of the Empire, but head of the, like, working on this project. She's talking to Omega and goes, you must get on the shuttle and flee. Ooh, if you don't, they're gonna get you. Like it wasn't that verbatim. Like, you gotta get on the shuttle and flee. And I was like, what is this dialogue? Like, it sounds so, like, it rings as so hollow. And I'm like, what am I watching? Furthermore, then as the season went on, you know, that's the way her voice is supposed to be. That's the way her personality is supposed to be. But at the same time, I'm like, why? Like, can she have a little bit more emotion? No? Okay. I guess not. The other thing I did like about this season was the character Emery, who in the season 2 finale, she's like, I'm your sister, Omega. Throughout the season, I really did like her character growth, where at the end of the finale, end of the season, she actually did help out the Bad Batch. So I quite like that a lot, but I'm just still asking myself, what was the point of the show? What did this do to Star Wars? It honestly didn't do anything to Star Wars, in my freaking opinion. Like, and that's just me. Everybody had at school in my nerd group. There's this guy that loves the Bad Batch. The guy loves Star Wars. Guy loves Bad Batch. I highly accept that. But for this show, I'm asking myself, like, I bring you back to the good. Let's have a story time here. I bring you back to day 1 when this show started, to episode 1. There was Kanan Jarrus. And they're like, hey, Order 66 and all this. And then, better yet, in my frustration in season 2, where they had this kid guy, and I thought it was going to be, oh, Boba Fett, cool. They're going to explain, they're going to have like a little tie-in to Boba Fett and the clones, and Omega can talk with them. Apparently they didn't do that. They gypped everybody off. Okay, fine. So you think, oh, by the way, guys, the finale of season 3 is 50 minutes. I forgot to tell you. It's 50 minutes. Yeah. And in that 50 minutes, because the entire show is 22 minutes. They released the first 2 episodes at once. They released the 2 episodes, like the middle 2 together, like 2 episodes combined. And then for the finale, I'm like, okay, the first 2 seasons are 16 episodes. The finale is 15 minutes, or the third season is 15 episodes. Wait, what did I say? First 2 seasons are 16 episodes. Third one's 15. And the finale, I don't know why I didn't get an extra episode. I don't know, but fine. The freaking series is over. I'm happy. Anyway, season 3, the finale is 15 minutes. I'm like, I turned it on this morning, the day of this recording, and I'm like, 50 minutes. Great. Longer than usual. I get through the entire thing, and basically they defeat the bad guy. They defeat Hemlock. With the Zillo Beast is back in the season, by the way. The Zillo Beast is back. Oh my gosh. Ah! And then, They use the Zillo Beast as a distraction, the big explosions. Basically, I'm just summarizing here. And nothing happens. Nothing happens with the darn M count. Oh, wait. I might have force abilities. Oh, wait. I have the M count in me. There's a Jedi over there. Oh my gosh, it's Kanan Jarrus. Nope. Oh my gosh, it's one of the guys from Rebels. Oh my gosh, it's Ezra. Ezra might not be there, but it's Kanan Jarrus. Like, I swear to God, they could have had Kanan there, or some other Force user. Anakin Skywalker. Obi-Wan Kenobi. No. Ahsoka Tano. Oh my God, you know how cool it would have been to have Ahsoka Tano show up? They had Asajj Ventress. They were so far. They were so close. I'm really frustrated because how I thought the Ahsoka show was mid. I really did. I thought the Ahsoka show was mid. Like, I was really excited about it. I love Ahsoka. You could have had Ahsoka in this finale. You know how cool that would have been? They had Asajj Ventress for 1 episode. Pointless. Like, it wasn't pointless because she was teaching her the ways of the Force. But, like, what was this show about? I'm asking myself because season 3 was much more focused. I do agree. I'm so glad that Sid wasn't in this season because Sid pissed me off. I'm using that word. It really pissed me off. That season 2 finale made me mad. The way she betrayed them, the way Tech died, and I'm glad that they kind of mourned Tech in season 3. I was like, okay, that was kind of nice that they accepted him and kind of grieved over him. But I was like, kind of had grief. But at the end of the day, I'm just asking myself, what? What was the point? What was the purpose? And many people go, yeah, what's the point with all these Disney Plus shows? Like, Book of Boba Fett wasn't needed. I actually kind of liked it at the end. Like, there was some stupidity in the Book of Boba Fett, but at least I enjoyed The Mandalorian and Grogu in that show. This show really had nothing to offer me. It didn't have, like, okay, any Anakin Skywalker. It didn't have any Obi-Wan Kenobi. It didn't have any Ahsoka Tano. And I'm not saying that those characters would make this show better. I am just saying, I mean, it had Fennec Shand, but it still didn't bring me... The theme song of The Bad Batch, I thought was dope, but other than that, I'm just left asking still, why? Why? Now, I'll give you another thing. I am very excited for that Acolyte show coming June 4th, I think it is. June 4th this year. But Bad Batch just still was like... And every week, I gotta reiterate, every week, there's a Marvel show out right now called X-Men 97. It's animated. It's based off of the old X-Men show. And MCU creators, or Kevin Feige is creating it. A part of it. Every Wednesday, I look forward to that, and I wake up going, I can't wait for X-Men. Oh yeah, there's a Bad Batch episode. I forgot. Like, that's what would happen. That's exactly what would happen every week. I forget. And I would always think about X-Men. Always think about the Marvel show. I mean, there hasn't been a Marvel show in a while since before this X-Men thing. But my point being is I would think about that first, and I would get up and go, oh yeah, the Bad Batch. And I can tell you what, if it was Mandalorian or if it was Acolyte or anything else, I'd probably be more excited. But I'm not trying to, like, poop on anybody's parade here. But I don't know. It's just really disappointing to me. Because I did enjoy. Let me focus on the bright side here. I did really enjoy the episodes I did when I watched them. And and another thing. What the hell? What the hell? My dad said. Nothing against my dad. No, he's great. But he goes, I think in the finale, because, you know, the Omega and these kids that are captured for, like, the M count ability, nonsense. It's nonsense. It's, they're like, that Omega helps them escape, and my dad's like, yeah, they're probably going to spin off a show about them. I swear to God, no. No, don't do it. Don't make this Spy Kids crap. Because there's already supposed to be a Skeleton Crew thing, which is like Goonies, Spy Kids in Space for Star Wars. Great, I'm looking forward to that with Jude Law and all that. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's coming out this December, hopefully, maybe. I want to see that, which is live action, not animated. But this, like, if they spit off this show, because Bad Batch is fine enough, like, I'm tolerating it at best, but don't spin off that with kids, already Spy Kids. And then Echo goes, hi kids. So like, yeah, the Spy Kids of Star Wars, like, look at them. And speaking of Spy Kids, Robert Rodriguez also directed a couple episodes of the Book of Boba Fett, where there was a Vespa gang. There was a Vespa gang. Which I thought that was kind of fun in the show, but this was stupid. Now, again, there are kids. Like, I understand that there's Grogu and Mandalorian, but he's not a spy kid. In this, it's like Omega's like, let's go kiddies! Let's go! Let's break out! Let's be Spy Kids! In Star Wars. Like, are you kidding me? Anyway, the last episode's called The Cavalry Has Arrived. And, oh my god, my dad's like, I wonder if the Bad Batch will die, and then Omega, like, flees on her own. I'm like, that would be stupid. I would rant. I mean, I'm already kind of ranting, but at this point, you expect it from me, probably, by this point. But anyway, in the last, like, couple minutes of the show, Omega's grown up a little bit, and Hunter has, like, a beard now, and he's like, you're still my kid. He's like, no, and Omega's like, no, I'm going to go off on my own now. So she goes off on her own, I don't know, to travel the galaxy, to explore. I'm not quite sure what, and he's just like, he just talks to, you know, the Batcher, little creature, little wolf or little hound thing, and he's like, it's okay, girl, she's off now. And I'm just like, okay, that's how the series ends. And it doesn't even end with the Bad Batch theme, it ends like with this solemn music, and I'm like, okay, that's how the series ends. 15 minutes of my life. Actually, 3 years of my life. That was good. I didn't watch the show for 3 years consecutively, but I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm seriously asking myself, after Mandalorian, I'm like, okay, great. Like, there's supposed to be a Mando movie coming, and with Thrawn, you know, in the Ahsoka show, I thought the Ahsoka show was mid, but at least they had Thrawn, they had this villain set up. This whole thing. Oh yeah, and by the way, can I say another thing? By the way, this whole thing, the Emperor's here. The Emperor's not going to be impressed if these kids are captured and they escape and they're gone. Like, what I wanted was the Emperor to come in. We saw the Emperor, like, Season 2, Episode 1, Season 3, Episode 1, and I was expecting, like, in the finale, like, oh no, the kids are gone. This won't work with my plan with the cloning and all this and execute Order 66. We already had sort of 66, but my point is, he wasn't there. He didn't. I was expecting him to be very menacing, be a presence. The Emperor wasn't a presence. He's in the poster, and he's barely a presence. Can you tell my frustration with this show? Yeah, I have had problems with this show. Anyway, I'm glad it's ended. My thoughts on this show are all over the place. If you would like to discuss more on this topic, on this show, please let me know in the comments below what you thought of the show, and then I'll be happy to answer your questions, reply to your thoughts, all that good, fun stuff, goodness. Rating this season, I'd rate this season just a general 7 out of 10 for it's better, but the show overall is mediocre 5 out of 10. I'm sorry to all you fanboys out there, but Clone Wars is way higher. Clone Wars is a 10 out of 10 show. This is a 5 out of 10. All 3 seasons combined. I know it's confusing, but I rank this season higher than the first 2, but still the show overall is a 5 out of 10. This, to me, is the secret invasion of the Star Wars universe. I hate saying that, but what was the point? What's the point? Anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, Lego Dude 11, as it is now. Boba Fett Jedi Master Instagram links down below in the comment description of this video. Remember to like, subscribe, follow me, don't keep calm, play Lego, watch stuff. Peace out, everyone. Bye.